Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospecting, and it is Paydirt review time. And also, since it is the first review for the month, I'm doing 2 reviews from this seller. And as you saw in the title, it's Panmore Gold. Now, I don't know if this is the seller I really want to start my 2020 off with, but the seller I had planned on reviewing, I haven't got the Paydirt in yet. So this is who we're going to go with. I've got 2 reviews from Panmore Gold, one this week, one next week, and we're going to see what we're going to get. Now, one of the reasons I did want to review this seller again is because I get a ton of questions about this seller all the time. People email me all the time saying, I saw this review and these people are getting X amount of ROI. Why are the bags I'm buying so light? Why am I not getting those same ROIs? And so I went through all the old reviews of this seller to see what they were getting. And there's one from Backyard Prospecting where he got a 14% ROI. My good buddy Wayne got a 20% ROI. Now, I did a review on him and I got an 82% ROI. But when I did my review, I did it, I believe, in January of 2019. But I had been holding on to that Paydirt for almost a year before I reviewed it. And when I reviewed it at that time, on his website, he stated that each 1 pound bag would have on average 1/3 of a gram per pound. I reviewed a 2 pound bag and found 0.661 grams of gold. So I pretty much found 2/3 of a gram of gold. And it made my ROI 82%, but based on his webpage, that's what everyone should have been getting at that time. Now, since then, he has switched his website up, and now his website claims that on average, each bag will have 1/10 of a gram. And that makes a huge difference if you're finding 0.1 grams as opposed to 0.33. And actually, the gold spot on when I did that review is pretty much close to what it is now. So I don't know. Now, there also are a couple of reviews up there from Martin over at Golden Paydirt Reviews. And his 3 reviews that I've saw of his, he had 2 that were over 100% with shipping, or without shipping. And if you added in the shipping, they were 90% and 97% ROIs. He also had a 3rd review where he got a 65% ROI. Now, I will say I do know Panmore Gold sponsors that channel. So I don't know how much that influences how much gold is put in those bags, considering they know the bags are going to Martin and they're sponsoring his channel. Now, I'm not saying that's what happened in all those cases. He might have had someone order for him. I don't know. I do know Panmore Gold is a sponsor of that channel, and I don't think anyone would give a bad review to somebody that's sponsoring them. So I decided I'm going to review Panmore Gold's 4 pound bag, and we're going to find out what kind of gold I get out of it and see what kind of ROI I get. So I'm going to flash up the description, and then I'm going to classify it out and pan it out. So here's the description. Well, have my pans all set up, have my scale ready to get into classifying this down. But before I do, I wanted to talk about a couple things that I just showed you on his description. Now, as you saw, he does state a little bit about where the Paydirt itself comes from and a little bit about what you can expect in gold, but not a ton of information. And a lot of information on his description seems a little bit over the top to me. For example, in one of his parts of his description, he states several of our customers became really good with getting fine gold and have even started many side businesses professionally processing our Paydirt at home. Now, that really doesn't make any sense to me. There's no way somebody's buying this as a business. If you're going to buy this, you're not going to recover more gold every single time you buy one of these, or he wouldn't be selling it. Now, the only way I could see someone buying these bags to make money off of them is if he was sponsoring your YouTube channel. And then, yeah, you're getting paid by YouTube, you're getting paid by somebody else, and he's sending it to you for free. But other than that, it just sounds ridiculous to say that somebody is buying this as a side business and processing it. Now, he's not saying somebody is buying this, repackaging it, and selling it for more money. He's saying somebody is processing this Paydirt as a business, and that just does not make any sense to me. Now, I do know for a fact he does sell some of these bags to places that repackage it and sell it, And those people could be making money off it. I'm sure he's selling them to them at some X amount of price and they're charging more for it. But processing this to make money makes no sense whatsoever. But we're going to find out exactly. Let's weigh this up. It's supposed to be 4 pounds. And there you go, 4 pounds, 0.7 ounces. So it's probably really exact to 4 pounds once you take out the weight of the bag. Now, I will say this is a very thick coffee bag. So I'm happy about that point so far. But let's open this up, dump some of the dirt out, and see what we get here. Now this is supposed to be Paydirt from Colorado. I did see some organics in it, but the main thing I want to find is gold. So I'm going to classify this down, let you listen to some music. Well, finished classifying it all down. As you can see, it gradually steps down, but not hugely, from the +10 down to the -40, with the least amount of Paydirt being in the -40. Now let's see if there's any magnetite in here or anything magnetic. A little bit, not a ton, but there is some. So it'll be interesting to go through. Not enough in here to really make it difficult to pan. I think the organics are going to make it harder to pan, and it is very dusty, as you can see. So I'm going to go set up my water, and we're going to pan this out. So have the water all set up, have my Paydirt, and we're going to start with the +10.
Well, finish panning everything out as you saw, and let's get to the gold I found. In the plus 10, I did find one little bitty piece, tiny little picker there, but I did find gold in the plus 10. So let's put this down here. And then in the minus 10 plus 20, I found even more gold, about 20 little pieces, so pretty happy with that. There we go. And then in the minus 20 plus 40, even more gold. Again, probably about 20 pieces. And finally, in the minus 40, nothing. No gold. I did find some silver in the various sizes, but I am not going to be counting that towards my ROI because it doesn't state you will find any silver, so there's no real purpose in me putting it there. So we're just going to put that to the side and just show you the gold I found. So let's weigh this up and see what we got. In the plus 10, 0.075 grams. Minus 10 plus 20, 0.295 grams. And lastly, in the minus 20 plus 40, 0.150. And let's just add it all up and see what we got. Now, there is no guarantee on this bag, but they do state kind of a guarantee, not guarantee, but that on average people find 1/10 of a gram and up per pound. 4-pound bag, I should have got 0.4 based on those estimates, and I got 0.525. So a little bit above what they said in there, and pretty happy with that. I mean, considering I was thinking I was going to get 0.4. I haven't crunched the numbers yet, so I don't know how happy I am, but I am happy I got over the 0.4 they stated. So I'm going to be right back with my ROI and my review. All right, finished calculating my ROI, writing up my review, and let's get right to it. This again was from Panmore Gold. It was their 4-pound bag with no guaranteed amount of gold. They do state in their website though that people on average find 1/10 of a gram up to a gram per pound. But they don't guarantee it, which pretty much means that you could say anything if you're not guaranteeing it. Its cost was $54.35. Shipping was $7.96. So total cost right here, $62.31. Now the gold I recovered, again, right here, is 0.525 grams. Gold spot on the day this was received was $47.76, which means this gold's value is worth $25.07, making my ROI 40.23%, or on my scale, a 4. Now, I will say that is higher than if I would have found 1/10 of a gram and gotten 30%, but it's still a really low ROI, 40%. Which gets me back to the part in their description where they say customers become really good with getting fine gold and even started many side businesses professionally processing our Paydirt at home. And if I'm finding 40% out of 10 pounds, it wouldn't matter if I bought 10,000 pounds. On 40% ROI, I'm losing money every time. Now for a fun factor, I'm only giving them a 4. It's, I did find a higher ROI than I expected, but it just, 40% ROI. I'm not bumping it up wasn't spectacular. It was pretty mucky Paydirt, lots of floaters floating around, and just wasn't that much fun. Now for Paydirt description, I'm giving it a 4. Again, it probably would have a 6 because they do tell you a lot about themselves and their Paydirt. But unfortunately, I think they throw in too many car salesman type things where they're trying to trick people into thinking that their Paydirt is better than it is. So I'm giving them a 4 for that. For quantity and packaging, I'm giving them a 9.5. They do use really thick Mylar coffee bags, and it was over the 4 pounds stated. So they do a pretty good job of that. Now, for customer service and shipping, I'm also giving them a 10. They shipped it out really quickly. They email you when it ships out. They email you when it actually gets delivered. So if you're not home, you know that. And that's pretty good. So I really like that part. And they actually replied to an email I sent them within 24 hours. Now, I will say and put a little disclaimer, I didn't like their email they replied to me. I thought, again, it was full of car salesman speak. But they did reply. Just because I don't like what they say, I'm not going to deduct any points. But I'll tell you some of the highlights. They said, we can't guarantee how much you'll get, both by luck of the draw and how well you pan out the fine gold. We do guarantee a good time. And, again, I was speaking about where they claim on here fine gold, and they've also said somewhere in the description about people that are good at finding fine gold. I'm really good at finding fine gold. I've done lots of reviews where I've done bags that were nothing but black sand and lots of fine gold. And I found 0 fine gold in here. After I finished shooting the panning section, I went through this thing with magnifying glasses and there was no fine gold. There just wasn't any. So, saying that people are finding this fine gold is how they're getting the 1 gram and stuff like that and finding a ton of making money, to me is just doesn't make sense. And also based on the fact that I've looked at the other reviews from other people who have done this Paydirt that are getting 100% ROIs, and their little boats aren't full of fine gold. It was pretty much just chunky gold. So it makes you think more, if somebody's getting 100% ROI and it's all chunky gold, then why are the people that are making money finding fine gold? Anyways, total score for Panmore Gold's 4-pound bag is a 6.3. And the vast majority of that is just the fact that they ship it out fast, they're really good at customer service, and they use good packaging. Gold, fun, Roy, description, just not there. So, 6.3. All that's left to do is flash up the score and give away a 24 karat gold plated dime. So I'm going to flash up the score right here. And for today's 24 karat gold plated dime winner, it's going to be David Hebert or Abert. See, if it was down south, I'd be Abert, but it's probably Hebert. You know who you are. Anyway, make sure you email me so I can send this off to you, David. And to everyone else, thanks for watching. Happy panning. And make sure you hit the subscribe button below.